together something special.
Be confident, but just maybe. But June and August, I think, are actually my favorite months to chase. We see a lot of tornadoes in August. I've seen more tornadoes in the month of August than any other month. Like, I'm not even kidding. June is a nice month. I like June because it's kind of a transitional month. You get a lot of, you still get some southern plains. You get some nice, like, middle plains on the high plains. We start usually, I don't know, I hope so this year, but usually we see a lot of eastern Colorado, western Nebraska, and western Kansas in June. And I really like Nebraska. I really like eastern Colorado even more. Eastern Colorado is awesome. Lots of roads, too. Colorado as a whole is awesome. I gotta get my damn truck fixed so we can go back up in the mountains this year. I was hoping to have it fixed by now, but it's looking like it's going to be really expensive, unfortunately. So, cross your fingers, pending any sort of catastrophic failures or miserable problems, I'm hoping that when I get paid from YouTube on June 21st, I'm hoping that I have enough money in there to pay the bills and to get the truck fixed. Because if I can, I'm going to go get a motor put in that thing, and then we're immediately going to take that thing out and go up in the mountains and stuff. We have until, realistically, the beginning of October to go out there, so we got plenty of time before it gets snowed in, because it snows early and stays snowy late. How the trails are just starting to open up out there. Not even all of them are open yet, still snowed in. Not a big deal. We got plenty of time, but I'm just really hoping we can squeeze out a motor job on that out of this next check. I'm really hoping. I don't know if that's going to happen. That's pending any sort of catastrophic failures between now and then. And you know how things go around here. So I want to go out there, and I don't want to have to rent something to go out there. That's just going to be a pain in the ass.
I'm on my computer.
Yeah, Colorado's an awesome place. I think Colorado and Texas are like my favorite states. I think. There's a lot to them. Like Texas is like 4 states combined. Colorado is kind of the same. Well, Colorado is really Colorado's like three distinct geographic areas. You've got, let's see, what do you got? You have the Eastern Plains, which are basically anything east of the Front Range or the mountains. And you guys know what I'm talking about. It's flat grassland, might as well be Kansas.
Yeah, I'm on my computer.
But it's high terrain. It's really pretty. And then you've got the mountainous region, which is, the mountains, like the middle part, just west of I-25, just west of Denver. Lots and lots of...
10 out of 10 friends say you have to go to that wing place and that pizza shop. And
a big plateau, that big, just mesas all over the place. Like, super high desert terrain. It reminds me of
What do you
Utah.
mean you quit?
It's basically, it might as well be Utah, but it looks like Utah and Arizona. It's pretty cool. It's almost like the eastern half, but instead of a bunch of prairie grass, you got a bunch of, it's just high terrain desert. It's really neat. If you've never been west of the Rocky Mountains, especially on like I-70 or something, you really should go out there. It's pretty cool. Utah is a really pretty state to drive through as well. I don't know if you've ever been to Utah, but Utah is a hell of a pretty state. That actually might be my favorite state to drive through. I've only done it once, but it was really pretty. Yeah, what's really piss poor about that truck is it's now 5 years old. It was 4 years old, but it had a birthday. It's 5 years old and it needs an engine. Like, that's just stupid. It's been through, what, 3 transmissions, a rear end, transfer case. That was kind of optional, but long story. Transfer case, electric power steering rack, which cost me $4,000 in parts and labor. That was awful. You see how these things are adding up, and it's like, now it needs a motor. Well, now it's pretty much just a brand new truck, so I don't know. There's only so many things that can go wrong and get replaced before you run out of things to replace. So, but like everything on that truck is under warranty now, which is really nice. Transmission, rear end, all that stuff. That's actually a really good truck. They both are, really. But I got to get that thing fixed. We're going on almost a year now. I've been trying to find a shop that would want to work out like a sponsorship or a partnership. And like, I'm not expecting them to donate parts. That would be stupid. But I was hoping that I could maybe find a shop or something or a dealer that would want to maybe write off the labor, and then we work something out promotional wise, and I just buy the equipment or the parts. The motor itself is probably gonna run us about $3,000. We're just gonna get a low mileage junkyard engine, do the delete on it, out of the truck, and then throw it in. But there's a good amount of labor to it. I think it's 17 hours labor, which isn't bad, but when you're talking $150 an hour, you're gonna run up about $2,200 roughly in labor. You got $2,300 for the used motor, and yes, believe it or not, folks, that is the price of a junkyard engine for that truck. It is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But if we get one with under 100,000 miles on it, we're going to do the DOD delete or the AFM delete prior to it going in the truck, so that'll take care of that issue and it'll be fun. So you're going to have some parts and labor with that. You're probably going to have about 6 hours of labor because that's already out of the truck, so it ain't going to be much. Probably 6 hours of labor. So let's just say about $1,000 for the delete. I'm not going to do it, but like parts and labor. But if you do it on an engine stand, it's going to be way easier. It's going to be an $8,000 repair. Easily, if not more. And it's sad that that's how expensive this stuff has gotten. You used to be able to put a motor in anything for like $1,500. So, I don't know. I need to find a damn car dealership that just wants to cough up a vehicle, and we'll just do some promotion work for them. The problem is, I don't know if I trust any of these newer vehicles. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with junkyard parts. Yeah, for sure. As long as they're not junk. Because a lot of these vehicles, especially newer vehicles that are at the junkyard, they're at the junkyard because of body damage. They're not at the junkyard because there's anything wrong with them, And I can't afford $10,000 for a reman motor. That's not happening. I don't have the money. But we can squeeze out a junkyard engine with 60 to 100,000 miles on it and then do the AFM delete. And that'll take care